Hey, what's up, guys? Ethan, the Netflix gamer here, and today I want to talk about something that's been going around a lot recently, and that's the comparisons between Netflix games and Google Stadia, and is Netflix games next to Google Stadia? Now, let's first of all start off by the fact that yes, they were both gaming platforms by big companies, uh, but I will say to start it all off, Netflix has more to lose in gaming than Google did because Netflix has obviously invested quite a lot of money into buying studios, setting up new studios, and signing third-party deals to get a load of games on Netflix. Right, so that's the first big thing. I know Google spent a lot of money trying to get games on Stadia. Didn't really work, but Netflix is also doing it in a different way. Netflix is obviously mostly a film and TV service, and you can get the mobile games currently. Mobile games you can get on your phone, play for on your phone. Now, that might not seem like a big deal to a lot of people, but Netflix is starting slow. They're slowly easing into it. They've got the games. They're making games. They're slowly easing into the gaming industry. They're not rushing into it. They're just dipping their toe in for now, but they're ready to go all in. Now, another big difference between Google Stadia and Netflix games is the business models. Google Stadia, you have to buy each game separately, whilst Netflix games offers a selection of titles a lot more like the Xbox Game Pass method in gaming, or just like Netflix in general as a subscription service. You would just have all these titles on offer for a monthly fee. Now, the comparisons between Netflix games and Google Stadia have started even before Netflix entered the game industry, because people calling Google Stadia the Netflix of gaming, even though that was clearly never the case. Now, with Netflix games as well, Netflix games is obviously investing millions into new games. They've got 14 games currently in development from their internal studios, from what I believe, or at least just based on their IPs. It's something like that. Whilst we have other games in development for Netflix games as well. Personally, I would like to see the comparisons just kind of go away, but I know that's not going to happen because it's the internet. One big issue as well with Netflix games is Netflix games doesn't do cloud gaming, so the comparisons between Netflix games and cloud and Google Stadia aren't really fair, because you can only access Netflix games on like an iPad or an iPhone or an Android phone. You can't really access it on a TV. Now, when Netflix does finally add TV support, because I know Samsung does smart TVs and they all have gaming hubs now, then the comparisons will make a lot more sense. But it will still be more likely to be compared to Xbox Cloud Gaming than Google Stadia. But the real reason Netflix is always compared to Google Stadia when it comes to the gaming side is because a lot of journalists want to see another big dog fall. They want to see Netflix fall out of the game industry like Google did, and journalists love a crash and burn, to put it lightly. Now, do I think that's going to happen? No. I think Netflix games is going to do quite well. Netflix has shown no interest in shutting down their studios. Obviously, they've invested more, they've expanded them, they've bought more studios, they've sort of pushed more. They've got stuff like Spy Fox, Next Games, Night School Studios, Boss Fight Entertainment, and they have 2 in-house studios that they've created themselves. They're all creating great games for Netflix games on other platforms. So hopefully we see Netflix integrate cloud gaming into the service, because obviously that would make it a lot more easier and a lot better for those that obviously want to play on TV. Now, I'm going to say this now: if Netflix games lasts till May 2023, then, and obviously they don't shut down studios, then Netflix games has outlasted Google Stadia. Now, I will say I do see that happening. I do see Netflix investing more into their IPs and games based on their own IP. So I can see stuff like a Roald Dahl, a series of games. I can see stuff like Millerworld games. I can see more games based on Stranger Things. I can see games based on stuff like, Kid Cosmic and a bunch of the kids stuff that Netflix owns. But personally, I think Netflix games is going to stick around because Netflix needs it to stick around. The whole reason Netflix got into gaming, at least from my point of view and from the way I see it, is because they wanted to set themselves apart from every other streaming service by offering something that they wouldn't offer. Now, will it be successful? I don't know. But that's all down to the future. We're going to have to wait and see, because we can't see the future. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Do you think Netflix is going to pull out of the gaming industry and become the next Google Stadia, or do you think Netflix is going to keep investing into cloud gaming, keep investing into their game studios, and then eventually they could basically take over the game industry? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I've been Netflix Gamer. I'm signing out. Peace.